Get ready with me. Living in Nashville, you never know who you might run into. This story is one of my favorite run-ins when I first moved to Nashville with someone in the music industry. So if you've ever lived or visited Nashville, you've probably heard about the Listening Room. It's an incredible venue that has really amazing songwriter rounds and some of the most incredible songwriters. So I wasn't playing the Listening Room, but I was playing an outdoor venue right next to the Listening Room. So anyone that passed by could stop and watch and hear me play. So like most places in Nashville, the artist playing plays for tips. The venue doesn't actually pay them. It's whatever you make in tips is what you keep. And I really like this venue, not only because I liked being like outdoors, but I'd play for about an hour to 2 hours, and I could play my originals, I could play covers. I can kind of have a little bit of free reign on what I play. So anyone playing or going to the Listening Room actually have to pass by me to get to the venue. So a lot of them will just kind of like stick around and watch me play before they go in, which is actually like really nice. I love when they do that. So this one guy came up and started listening, and I could tell he was an artist on his way to the Listening Room because he had a guitar in his hand, and he just kind of stopped and watched me play for a bit and waited till I was done with one of my songs. He was just so sweet, and he was just like, "Hey, you sound really good. I was wondering if it's okay that I give you all my tips that I make at the end of the night. Can I have your Instagram so I can message you after my show?" And I was like, "Sure, like we can definitely exchange Instagram." So we exchanged information, and when I finished up my gig, I went to look on Instagram to see who he was and send him a message to say thank you, and I'm glad that he liked my set, and he definitely, does not have to send me his tips, but it was really nice of him just to stop and listen. So I started looking him up, and, I'm thinking like, oh, it's probably just like a really nice guy, probably like an up-and-coming artist and all that. No. This man was none other than Zach Kale, an incredibly talented producer / songwriter who worked with Gabby Barrett on the song I Hope, which, by the way, I was playing at the gig that he was watching. So of course I message him and tell him that, I'm a big fan. I love his work. Thank you so much for being so kind. And you really don't have to send me the money. But he did insist. So we did end up like exchanging information. But I just was in awe with how incredibly generous and sweet he was. It just made me feel so welcome as a small artist starting out.